Sup everyone! Today is a very special episode because we are gonna talk about a very special knife that I think everyone can relate to that has used it. This is the KA-BAR Bowie knife. This is a special knife because if you ever wanted like the ultimate survival knife that is used in the military, this is it. This was designed and issued in the military during the World War II, and it is such a near perfect design. This one here is a United States Marine Corps edition as well. I mean, most of the KA-BAR Bowie knives that you'll find will be the United States Marine Corps edition. They do make other editions, but really it's designed today for the Marine Corps. And it does come with this nice leather sheath here. Really a collectible sheath more than anything else because it's just a belt loop. It's not really all that MOLLE compatible. So I'm guessing you're gonna buy some kind of a Kydex MOLLE sheath if you're actually using it out on the tactical reason. But here it is. This is one of those knives where it's like, if it's good enough for the Marines, it is good enough for you. This is made in USA, 7-inch long blade, and the steel name is kind of weird, so I have to read it off. It's 5100B Crowvan steel or 50100B Crowvan steel. Obviously, it is slightly a different steel from when it was originally issued. The grip is really interesting because it's an oval, it has a unique oval handle. The shape of it is a quintessential knife that we all see on the movies. If you ever needed like a movie type knife, but you never could buy it because it's just a movie prop, like let's say like the Rambo knife, and you thought, that's more of a gimmick. This is the real life. It's great for survival techniques. It's great for tactical. The only issue I have, I guess, if you wanted to nitpick, is that these colors, even though they look like natural wood and stuff, it should probably be a darker color in an actual tactical situation. But I know people that are in love with this. I personally am in love with this thing. In fact, that's why I got this particular knife. I bought a new one. Mine snapped actually, and it was our fault. I mean, we ran it over with a vehicle. I gotta say though, despite it being a military grade survival knife, there are a couple of things that is strange to me. First of all, despite it being a survival knife for the Marine Corps, that's right, the Marine Corps, the guys that, come out of the ocean, the blade itself is not all that rust resistant. So you need to actually maintenance this and make sure you kind of oil it every now and then. Yeah, it does come with this black powder coat, but tiny little dings here and the pinholes that you make will become really rusted. It's not very rust proof. You will have to oil it. It is a very thin blade considering, I mean, don't get me wrong, the stock is really thick. It is definitely for a survive out there in the wilderness situation. I just expected a thicker stock in general for something like this, which basically means it is a good cutter. And it will handle just about any situation you have, but just know it is thinner than some of the survival blades out there. And another real head scratcher is that it is not a full tang. Narrow tang here, I believe. It is a very solid knife. You could bang this up. It is designed to take abuse. Pretty much everything you expect in a knife like this, and almost every, I think, survival knife today, it kind of takes after this design. I mean, it's a KA-BAR. You can't get more military standard than this thing. I mean, we have cadences that sing about KA-BARs. I would say this, by feel alone, this is definitely a handle heavy knife. I feel like most of the weight is actually distributed, toward the handle. In many ways, that makes it actually pretty cool to hold. Now, obviously, if you're gonna go camping with the family or you're gonna do some bushcrafting, this will do just fine, just like this. But if you are actually gonna do a bug out situation or bug out, I guess. But if you're in an actual bug out situation or a tactical situation, I would say probably change the sheath because this is it's a very nice sheath. It's just more of a collectible sheath, in my opinion. You can use it out in the field of nothing too crazy. But if you wanted to attach this, let's say, to your vest or to the backpack, definitely, uh, without many fancy attachments, I can't imagine this being MOLLE compatible. And even if it was, really wouldn't be much. And obviously, if you're in a tactical situation, you don't want it to stand out like this. So this is the knife that I recommend everybody when they are one of their first knives, one dependable knives. They want a standard knife they don't have to worry about, nothing fancy. They don't want to research so much. Hey, Brian, do you have a good fixed blade that you recommend for like camping situations, or what kind of things that I should take for camp? Bam! This is the one, Brian Kimsky approved. There is also other Bowie knives that take after this, like the SOG Bowie knife. But the thing is, this guy goes about $80. On sale, it goes for a lot less. The SOG one goes on for like $150, $200. So this is a killer deal. You don't understand. For $80, there's no way I can't recommend this knife, because you get a lot for this knife. I mean, if you go get like SOG Pillar, for example, that's $200 knife, and you could get this. Like, I think I got this one on sale for $67. So for $67, you get a full-size Bowie, full military grade Bowie, made in the USA. It's just, you can't beat that. It's probably the most deployed knife in history of the United States. So that should speak volumes about this knife. I don't care what other people say. This is a fantastic knife by any standard. So, all right, guys. So that's another episode for you. So tune in next time where I talk about another one of my knives. So have fun, and see you next time.